Now, got a little bit of soft background music. I think we'll turn that off now.
Yeah, otherwise...
Yeah. Well, I'm having to stand in for the bald man at the moment as he's retraining as a tourist guide for the Galactic Federation. He's got a 22-year contract, I believe, until he leaves this mortal coil. But standing in for him at the moment, I think you know what I've been up to, trying to chase councils to just speak to anybody with authority. They're getting even more confusing. Our good friend Micky, we're friends. There's people will call us other things on there because, you know, he's got some dark stuff that he's got to deal with, and so have I, and so has Ceylon, and so have a few others. So people think we band together. We don't. We just help each other. Put another zero on. Oh, that's a
it's good to help your fellow man or woman.
Well, there's some people trying to help here. We've got glances at some paperwork which is very, very confusing, so we're going to make a call about it. It's from Nottingham City Council, but it's actually two. We got Micky's name still left on here. We've had to remove a few details.
We've removed the address, that's all.
Yeah.
Everything else, notice there's no contact details up there.
No
none
reference,
whatsoever.
Nothing at all. And then we get a little bit further down, and this is the bit that's confusing me, so I'm going to ask some questions. It says, "Dear Sir, Nottingham City Council and yourself." Okay, and then we finish off after several points.
Who's yourself again?
I think it might be this person's self. And it's actually signed.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah. Community protection. It's a signature.
Dear,
Remember I was saying about names and liabilities, but this is a very confusing document that we may actually have to call the police on just to try and to explain, unless the council can say, yes, we have sent this, and yes, the author of this is, what, written on behalf of, what, CEO?
CEO or the leader.
Yeah, it's a bit of
them.
conflict and interest, but yeah, they're getting a bit upset with Micky shouting because no one's actually responding, and I don't shout, I just try to make sure everybody knows how embarrassing it is. Right, there's no reference or contact number. Got any numbers for them?
9155555.
So it's 01159 5555. Now I hope everybody can appreciate this number. It's a bit complicated in case you need to ring it. And who do you think I should be asking for? Because we've had a few names.
Lynne North.
Lynne North.
This time.
Oh, I might need my glasses on.
Welcome to Nottingham City Council.
Thank you.
For bulky waste and bin collections, please press 1. For council tax, please press 2.
Money.
For housing benefits, please press 3. For all other enquiries, either press 0 or continue to hold to be connected to an operator.
Well, you're 0.
No, he meant that. I've done it 50. I don't know what that is.
Switchboard, can I help you?
Yes, I want to speak to somebody in particular if they're available. The name was?
Lynne North.
Lynne North, please. Oh yes, I've got it here. Lynne North.
Thank you, I'll just try it for you.
Definitely is City Council.
Speaking.
Is that Lynn?
No, it's Papa.
Papa? Who are you, Papa? What's your role?
Saba, I work with Lynn for the Have Your Say team.
Okay, is Lynn available?
She's off on her lunch at the moment.
Oh, okay then. Well, mate, are we sure we should call back? Okay then, I will be calling back. I'm dealing with a little issue of a letter that seems very, very confusing. I'm afraid I can't give you a reference, or your reference, or a contact and email, because it's been sent without one, and I've got a feeling I want to check if this is actually legitimate or somebody's actually using Nottingham City Council to commit an act of fraud, but they put Lynne's North name in it. It's actually in here saying we have to agree with Lynne North, but this document looks very, very iffy, and it's asking somebody to do some very, very strange things. So I'm hoping you can give me she can give me a call back as soon as possible. I think what I will need to do is to ring 101. But I think I better check first, so I don't want you having to deal with police when it could actually just be somebody very, very stupid and not put the references on.
She should be back within the next hour if you want to ring back, or tell her to give you a call.
It's a long lunch then. What time does she go to lunch then? Must have been just recently. We were expecting, well, we're trying to call her earlier. We haven't been able to get hold of her. It's 2 o'clock. So you think she'll return from lunch by 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to preempt her, letting her know that I'll be calling, or she can call me? I'll give you my telephone number if you like.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Don't forget to cut this out. Right.
Calling.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonathan, I'll get to call you back.
Okay, what was your name again? Because I didn't pronounce it very well.
Saba.
Saba. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's good. The other name I could ask for would be Gemma Poulter if she's there.
No, I don't think she's here right now.
She at lunch with Lynn, perhaps?
Might be, to be honest.
Okay, then.
Went not long ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
you have a lovely morning. It's just very important we do speak because this
Yeah,
is
well,
very,
let 'em
very
know.
odd. It's got your heading on it, but all the other details seem to be really, really strange. And what they've actually asked to do is actually not legal. And then the signature is very, very interesting. So it's looking as though it's coming from your department. And I don't think it can be because you'll have records of letters, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we would.
And we just give you the reference number and you'd find it, wouldn't you?
I'm not too sure. I haven't been working that long. Only Lynn will probably deal with that.
Okay, that's fine. You have a nice day and we'll speak to you in a bit then. Or Lynn, hopefully. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Right. Well, we've always said how easy it is to get through to everybody. Oh, there's a number up there.
Well, isn't that strange that when I called her at about 10:30 this morning and then said I'd call her back an hour later, I can't remember if she was there or not, but then, oh yeah, that was it, she was in a meeting. And now we've called, what's now, 2 o'clock-ish?
It is now actually 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, so now, and when we called earlier, she's been in a lunch. She goes for lunch at 2 o'clock. That's rather peculiar. And Poulter goes for lunch with her at the same time. It's almost like they don't want to speak to us.
No, they're very French, because remember, we're going to be under French law, and French, very long lunches, and lots of wine. But do you think we actually should have a look at this letter? So we got it in
I
advance?
think we should, yeah.
Okay, the letter in question has actually been sent to, and he doesn't mind us saying, it's to Micky Summers. All references at the top and who you can contact is gone, and it says urgent and important. We can flash this up on screen. 10th of October, dear sir. So it's definitely to Micky.
But
it's
Micky's not a sir.
Well, to them he is, because it helps. And then the next heading is Nottingham City Council and yourself.
Who's yourself?
Well, this might be a way out. They actually might be very, very clever by actually saying this is Nottingham City Council and yourself. I don't know if it's some really clever legal ploy.
This is Nottingham City Council we're talking about.
Well, they're either an absolute genius, because you know I like my paperwork, or a complete idiot, and I've got to treat them as a genius, as though it's a game of chess. But we note that you have matters concerning historical abuse, and they're meant to be dealing with the police. So we're skimping through this. You've already been sent a letter on the 3rd of October to confirm that your points of contact are Gemma Poulter.
Oh, and Lynne North now.
And Lynne North. But you say it's not easy for us to get hold of Lynn or anybody else.
Or Gemma.
But apparently this Micky Summers has recently behaved in a manner which is unacceptable to the council, its staff, councillors, visitors, employees or agents. And you have caused harassment and alarm in your behaviour, some of which is detailed below. The reason why Micky keeps going in and trying to actually speak to the boss, I've got to have to do that anyway. And they just really do not want to speak to him because it might have some implications because the questions they can't answer. It's going to let everybody down, isn't it? So in September the 11th, he... Oh, here it comes. You're disrupting a meeting by shouting and being abusive. Your associates recorded this incident and it was uploaded onto the internet. That's one on September the 11th, but the one on the 8th was BBC.
Yeah, the 11th was nothing to do with... these are just... They don't even know what's going on. Typical council.
Okay. Well, whoever's written this down has got some dates here. 28th of September, you conducted a protest outside Chief Executive Ian Currier's home. Oh, what? Well, why don't you see him at work, Micky? What? Surely he'll agree to see you there, won't he?
He did afterwards.
Oh, he did?
Afterwards.
Oh, fantastic. So we're actually getting somewhere. Yeah, and again, you caused harassment, alarm and distress. You shouted abuse and obscenities through a microphone.
That's lies.
Well, it's up on the internet, so you can have a look. And your associates filmed you. This was later.
Oh no!
To the
Somebody
internet.
filmed him. That's terrible. They must be breaking a law, according to the council.
Yeah, but you've uploaded it to the internet, so...
Oh yeah,
they don't want that up
you're
there.
not allowed to put stuff up on the internet that everyone can see how corrupt Nottingham City Council are.
Oh, he also visited, this is on the 1st of October, demanding to speak to Ian Currier, because of course he still hadn't got to see him by then.
Yeah, but he did come down then because he didn't want Micky to go back and visit him to tell him again.
Well, I'm afraid Micky's been gesticulating and shouting and obstructed people in the reception area from leaving the building.
No, yourself has, not Micky. Let's not forget.
This is why I'm saying he might be a genius. They might actually say, no, we didn't say you, we said Nottingham City Council and yourself, not referring to who it is. So this is why, because otherwise it's saying you did these things, and of course they've got video non-stop playing in there, or recording in there, which will show these things, so as well as the stuff that was uploaded to the internet.
Why don't you up them to the internet?
Yeah, well, people were visibly harassed, alarmed and distressed by your behaviour.
Total poo-poo.
I think you shouting, do you know your leaders are paedophiles? Well,
isn't that a question?
He did actually say, he says, do you know?
Well, that's
but he's
a question.
asking them.
Yeah, that's a question.
Right, and that might be his opinion. But
So what they're saying is, you can't ask questions of the council because we're above the law.
Right, now, I started this bit back with me just to see, because I was told that we don't have any rights of appeal, the council does everything, is like, shall we call it the Democratic German Party 1933, and they make the rules up and you don't have any rights. Now, that's bad enough if people think that already, because the laws change even more, so even this type of thing will become a criminal act if we give these non-existent people the authority by stupidity.
It'll only be a criminal act under statutes and acts which only apply if you consent to them.
They don't like this. We've got number 4 here, October the 2nd. Attended Loxley House Association with a megaphone. You could be heard throughout the building. Oh, so it was very effective then.
That was the idea.
Whoa.
Mickey would be halfway through a phone call and they hung up on him. So he went to Loxley House to finish the phone call, which is what he did, and then left.
They do usually hang up if it gets too far. I mean, I'm dealing with some decent people at the moment who I believe want to stay on the line, but our phones go down, they ring back. These people don't. Right, yeah, it was filmed this instant thereafter, uploaded the footage to the internet.
Oh, yeah,
it's not in the public interest, is it?
Utterly disgraceful, uploading stuff for the public to view and make their own minds up. That's the last thing the council would want.
Well, he's not been very good here as well, because on October the 4th, he attended the council surgery at Rise Park. You were approached by Alan Clark and obstructed him from leaving the car park on his way to attend official council event in the city centre.
That's an absolute lie, because Alan Clark was there for his surgery between 11 and 12.
Ah, you're right. Yes, so he wasn't actually there stopping him leaving, because Alan Clark is there from 11 to 12. What time was it?
11:30.
So, where he was
20 past, so he was actually leaving 40 minutes before his surgery finished.
So he'd done 20 minutes of surgery. Yeah. Well, we didn't know. I'm sorry, we didn't know there was an important meeting that overshadowed the surgery of what the actual people would like to ask.
The last thing they want to do is speak to the people.
We'd like to know which meeting that was to make sure it was important, because we would apologise. We really would apologise if it's that important. Right, this behaviour is not acceptable. In order to address your behaviour, you are now to refrain from the following. Now remember, there's no references. There's no real name on it, but somebody we want to know is asking Mickey to refrain.
Ian Collins, John Courier, John Collins and Ian Courier, you're the ones responsible for this.
So if
you're the ones guilty of fraud.
So who are these letters being sent by, on whose behalf? Are they being sent on behalf of community protection?
It's not actually a real signature, it's a photocopied one, even the community protection.
Yeah, but it does say community protection,
yeah,
which I believe, unfortunately, I know he's a good friend of Courier and Collins, is Mr. Mitchell, Mr. Pete Mitchell, because when I started this, he's what I was dealing with immediately, and says, you don't want to do this. I mean, mine was a parking ticket, I remember, he's going like, you don't want to do this isn't the right way to go, this causes people's harm, so let's, I mean, his attitude from that point, we go like, I'm authoritative, I can do this. So if this has come from community protection, we'll have to assume it's Peter, and hopefully Peter will sign the letter, but I don't think you should when you find out that Nottingham City Council and yourself might have been making a bit of a balls up. Right, A, you are not permitted to enter any council premises, including but not limited to Loxley House. Well, if I stop it just at that. Right, so they've actually removed his implied rights of access.
They haven't, they're just saying you're not allowed there.
So, but they're trying to make it look, because remember, it looks very official.
But wait a minute, who's saying this?
Community.
You couldn't make it up, could you?
Right, so remember, nobody wants to take it. So we're going to find out who's actually sent this letter. That's our
we'll
job.
We'll try and find out.
Yeah, and basically, if not, we're going to say, well, is somebody posing as the council? Because that's fraud as well, isn't it? But obviously somebody's a bit rattled. But if it goes all the way to the top, it ends up with the same people we're complaining about. As I said, what's the point of complaining to your abusers of abuse?
Yeah.
I've been doing that, and there are other forms of abuse. Remember, this is just financial with me, but people have actually had their lives turned upside down, and they're complaining to people at the top. Not the people who abused them, of course, just people at the top. The same way as most people at the top
you mean
get
the gatekeepers?
It's embarrassing for them, because if these things have been going on, it's meant to be their duty of care, and it's about money.
Yeah.
Because, we have a 70 million shortfall this year to claim back. Did you know that? After all the stoppage, we're still short of saving 70 million.
Well, I can save them, and we can give them 13 million on top.
You know how that counts. 13 million, because the lamppost that will have to be replaced. We've got to think, this is actually putting us further into debt. So if we can survive by repairing what we've got and be a little bit frugal, the council will not put us in debt for another 83 million. Now, that's not bad actually, so stop the lamppost straight away. There might be some repercussions there.
Well, okay, 13 million's worth we can call off as repercussions, but it's still, if it finds that 70 million.
A little point as well is getoutofdebtfree.org. Yeah, they've actually managed to claw back £13 million already. There's by people actually listening and going, hang on a minute, you can't be charging me that. But while we're still giving these people permissions, they're going to be dark. Oh, what do we get to? He's not permitted to go there. Right, B. Allowing the uploading by others or uploading onto the internet or any social media, including films filmed on the premises of council involving anyone, Nottingham Council, its staff, councillors, visitors. So Micky's got to do what? Has he got to actually...
He's got to stop whoever's uploading it from uploading it. How is he going to do that?
Well, I thought these people could do it because obviously they're giving the authority to Micky to do something.
Oh, yeah, Micky's got authority now then.
Or unless they're taking his authority.
Of course, it's not Micky though, is it? It's yourself that's got the authority.
Yeah, Nottingham City Council and yourself. So they have worded this very carefully because they're talking to ourselves, which to you is yourself. Right, so he's not allowed to do that. You are to ensure that all material that has been uploaded to the internet and social media websites in relation to Nottingham City Council's corruption, fraud and accusations of criminal intent and fraud under the Fraud Act. Oh, sorry, they didn't actually say all that. Employers or agents are involved, yourself and associates, is to be removed forthwith. Now, I'll tell you what we can do on that one, because I don't know if you notice I'm a bit hairier than the bald man, and just see if we can see. Oh, I can't see it now, but parked up in homage to that, I say he's very busy. King Abdullah Quay is closed for a while, and I hope you think that that's because we're very good and compliant people, because we're not. It's going to be rejigged and it's going to be put into a very, very personal name where anybody who's been accused of anything dark or nasty can come and take that person to court to say that I've lied. You get it?
Oh yes.
So you won't see my videos, you'll see my videos, but not yet. Let's just see if we get some more smelly poo out of them. Right, we've got to remove everything. C, using or inciting others to use any offensive, abusive, upsetting, intimidating language to anyone in public in the city of Nottingham. This includes but not limited to the words or phrases like, please from now on nobody shout paedophile, your leaders are paedophiles, your leaders are harbouring paedophiles.
Your leaders are paedophile protectors.
Because remember, if you believe this, it's a belief, but you're not allowed to believe this. I don't want to believe it. I just believe there's historic stuff here that is rather embarrassing, and if we use the attitude of the council, it can continue.
And I believe it's still going on.
It can continue. So this is maybe why they're worried. Let's see if they are or not. Oh, we're on to D now. Using... Oh no, we've just done that one, haven't we? It's the same thing.
No, you did that one.
It's the same thing. It says using or inciting others to use any offensive, abusive, upsetting, intimidating language to anyone at Nottingham City Council, its staff, councillors, visitors, employees, agents. This includes but not limited to the words phrased as... Right, so you're very good at this. Your leaders are paedophiles. Right.
This is from their paperwork, by the way.
We're only reading what you've put. Right. Using or inciting others... I'll have to get it. We'll pause. It doesn't sound like your council paperwork. And it goes through several instructions from A to I. And then it's signed, yours faithfully, community protection. So is there actually personal instructions? Has anybody actually sent this letter?
This letter has gone out from our community protection. If you want to discuss this, if you could put it in writing.
No. This letter is
then I'll be able to deal with it.
Is it your letter then? Am I going to address this to you, Lynne North? Because this isn't signed. We need a reference to put on there. Lynne North, yeah? Is the reference for this letter's come from?
No, the letter has come to you from community protection. It hasn't come to you. It's come to Mr. Summers. Mr. Summers has to contact me via email or letter. I'm now going to terminate this call. Thank you.
Oh, okay then. We got very far on that, didn't we?
Right. And you're going to call me back. Do you want to leave your name?
It's Mark.
Mark.
Okay,
sounded very wide. Let's do 101. Shall we do 101?
Oh, I think we shall.
Right then. 01. Now, I don't know if you know about this, but if ever you do anything on 101, the police are meant to investigate anything you put through. They are logged. But this is just a bit
Thank
silly.
you for calling 101.
They might
We're
think we're a
connecting
bit
you to Nottingham
strange, but at
City.
least we can log it.
If you require an alternative force, press hash.
Force. Notice it's a force.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Nottinghamshire Police.
Speak to
If
the
you know the
computer.
extension number, please dial it now, or press 1 to say the name of the person or department you require. If you are reporting a crime or incident, press 2. If you would like to speak to the operator, then please hold, or press hash to hear this menu again.
Oh, I think the operator might be nice. Then we'll have to wait. What can we say?
Connecting you to the operator.
Might be a job for Pete Mitchell. Do I look good in these glasses?
Oh yeah.
Thanks. If I can't see anything, can I borrow yours?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Good job it's not an emergency.
Well, that's why it's 101. Emergency is 999. Or 666, as the ball man would say. Looking at the world upside down.
Share Police switchboard, how can I help?
Well, I'm not quite sure at the moment. I actually might need your liaison officer, Pete Mitchell, but I've received some very interesting paperwork looking as though there are demands being made by the council, but they refuse to say who's authored it and actually want us to write to them. But they've made demands that this gentleman is not allowed to mix with his friends, or to he's just not allowed to do things. But nobody at the council will actually say who it's from.
Right, okay.
So I want to know if there's anything the police have actually done.
Okay, is it Peter Mitchell that you need to speak to?
I think so, because it looks like fraud, but we're not quite sure if he works for you or the council, so we're assuming he sits right in the middle. But we want to see if he wants to take responsibility for this letter, so we can deal with it.
Okay, let me try his line, see if you can speak to him about it.
Thank you. Let him know it's Jonathan. So the people who are bullying him want them to write to them.
Director Support, I'm speaking.
Oh, hello. I was after Peter Mitchell.
I can see if he's available for you, 1 second.
Thank you. So as I say, they want you now. We're bullying you. We'll go, so we'll get to the top.
They certainly haven't told him that it's you calling.
No.
Who's speaking?
Hello, Peter. It's Jonathan. Hello?
Jonathan who, sir?
Well,
Jonathan who, sir?
you know me as Jonathan Christian from previous correspondence, but I've got a really, really big problem at the moment. I think you might be the man to solve it. We've been given some correspondence, as say by my friends as well, that has got very, very strong orders for this person to do, including who he's allowed to meet with and everybody else. They didn't put any reference on it. Nobody would sign it. So I'm thinking it's coming from the top, but it looks like these are actually orders from the council. But I don't think it can be from the council. I'm just wondering if it's something the police have issued, or if, because this person's asked him to write back to confirm, but there's no authority on here. They just asked this person not to meet with people, not to do this, not to go here, not to go there, but it's not signed by anybody, and they won't put any references numbers on it, nothing. Just Lynne North, apparently. But I know you're the man at the top there, so I'm understanding, is it from you as a council, or I'm understanding it's from what, the civil enforcement, the police? Which group is this from?
I don't know. I think it's got a name on there. You need.
Have you authored anything to tell Micky Summers that he's not allowed to go anywhere? But the name is actually signed, and it's a signature. It says Community Protection. That's it.
I think you need to speak to Lynne North.
We've done that, but Lynne North wants us to speak to her, but you're at the very top. So do we actually go through the police? Is this a police form? Because it's really scaring him. It looks like if he steps out and talks to people, there's going to be loads of action against him. But it's from nobody. Lynne North is no level of what, authority or control, or what? I mean, what is Lynne North if she's writing to this man, refusing to put details on here, telling him you can't do this and you can only speak to me, Lynne North? I thought I'd go straight for her boss and find out what's going on. Could you have a word with Lynne?
Can do, but you need to speak to Lynne North.
I can't speak to Lynne North. Lynne North has no authority apart from she's sending very, very strange letters out telling people what's going to happen to them if they speak to anybody or go anywhere, if they say anything. This is from Lynne. So who's it? Or has it come down from the very top and your bosses?
I honestly don't know what you're on about, so you need to speak to Lynne North who's on there, so I don't know what you're on about.
Well, basically, the council's sending out what look like very, very bad, shoddy letters addressed to Dear Sirs, Nottingham City Council and yourself, will not put any references on, will not put a signature on there. I'm going to request that this letter is sent again with a signature on it, which I assume that you'll know about then. So my next call for Lynne, who won't take any calls once things in writing, is put a signature on here, Peter, so we can deal with this. This is a machine. Put a name on this so we can actually deal with it. I'm still going to sort stuff out about parking fines, but this is to do with people's rights to investigate being raped. And Lynne is pretending she has authority to stop him talking to anybody. Have you got that authority? Because you're a boss.
I've no idea what you're on about.
Right, well, I think you should speak to Lynne North and see what it's about, so I can give you a ring back, because I'm refusing to speak to anybody who hangs up on you and actually refuses to talk. So you're her boss, and there's only one person above you, as far as I'm concerned. So if we can get this sorted.
Who's the letter addressed to?
The letter is addressed to Mr. M. Summers, and then it says very clearly, because it's for all of us, Nottingham City Council and yourself. You see what I mean? Okay? Yep. So if we look at that, well, I can't give you references, and I'm going to give you a call back if you do not mind me doing that.
You can do if you want, and I'll find out what it's on about. But
that's brilliant, because I haven't done too well with other things we've dealt with, but this one should be quite simple to find out who's getting scared and who's writing these letters, because it's not very nice when you've got no real people to actually deal with, and they're threatening with all sorts of things. If you go here, talk to your friends, do anything, you will be in what type of poo-poo? Because it's only headed from the Nottingham Council, but it looks fake at the moment. But Lynne's assured me that they've sent it. I want to know who's authored it, who's actually sent it, because of course you'll want to know as well, won't you? If they're doing things which are really bad for the council. Thank you, Peter. I'll give you a call back tomorrow if that's okay, because I've got a few things to do. And if you haven't achieved anything by then, I'll wait longer.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, well, 7 minutes long, we'll have to cut that down. But can you see, he's meant to be the top guy on there, and he wants us to speak to, and nobody wants to speak to, round and round in circles. Pete Mitchell's one of the guys I dealt with at the very beginning to try to explain that some of their policies not only will cause harm for disabled people, they were actually illegal, and if they carried on doing it, they were going to commit fraud, and they did so. But, you know, he's got some questions to answer.
Just like this, I suspect.
But his job is to deal with this. So,
because he's head of community protection, isn't he?
He's the head of community protection. If you want to ring Peter, you don't ring the council, you ring the police. He has a separate number.
101. And then ask for Pete Mitchell.
As we just did. Right, well, I don't know, we can't finish off the letter now. What was on the last bit of the letter? We've done it all, haven't we?
No, not quite.
H, he's not allowed to telephone anyone at Nottingham City or its staff, councillors, visitors, employees, agents other than Gemma Poulton, and this is solely for the purpose of a specific role.
Whoa. If he's not to phone anyone other than Gemma Poulton, how can he possibly phone Lynne North?
Ah, there's another bit here. Attending Nottingham City Council organised or sponsored events without express permission from Lynne North.
Needs permission!
You see, Lynne North has taken control as though she's his head mistress. And at this rate, as you say, she doesn't want to talk because she's not a very good head. Should we put him in a chokey? Right, well, sorry, Mickey, I thought I waffled on a bit from on there, but it was quite interesting going through those letters and who's scared of who. What should we cover now?
That's about it for the time being.
Love to the bald man.
And love to you all.
See you for now.